Namaste, everybody. Such a pleasure to be here with you all. New moon. And wow, it's going to be a powerful experience here. And I'm so excited to share with you all the songs that are going to be up on my new chant album, this new Sanskrit album. So thank you so much for being here. I'm being supported by an incredible John Strayer of the Humankind Center. And you guys are going to get some cool visuals as I share with you some of these beautiful chants. And yeah, just so excited. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and start. So rub your palms together. Bring the hands to the center of your chest. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale for 3 ohms. Beautiful. Okay, so for those of you who if there's anybody new to kirtan, first of all, this whole album is really going to be that. It's going to be the call and response chanting. So if you're watching, you get to just sing at the comfort of your home or wherever you're at, and nobody gets to hear you. You get to just hear yourself and just go ahead and have fun with it. Go ahead and just explore your voice. I'll try to give you guys the mantras that we're going to be chanting, and then just really connect ultimately with your heart, connect with the divine as you chant, and let these vibrations just permeate every cell of your being. Let it expand your mind, let it expand and open up your heart, and receive whatever healing, whatever upliftment, whatever vibrational shifts that are going to take place for you. Just set that intention that, wow, it's just, I'm going to have a profound opening. And it's the new moon, so we can set that intention, whatever it may be for you, for new beginnings, new projects, abundance of all sorts, prosperity. We're going to start with Ganesha. He removes all the obstacles and paves the way for a thriving life. So Ganesha, you've probably seen him, the elephant-headed one, and he represents that, like the absolute yes to life. And so we're going to use the mantras, Ganapati Om. You can say that, Ganapati Om, Jaya Ganapati Om. Jaya means praise or victory to Ganapati, the one who's going to remove all the obstacles and bring the full yes to life. And then Om, the vibration. And then we'll do another one, Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. Jai is another similar to Jaya and Jaya, and you can use Jai. So Jai, praise, victory. Shri Ganesha, Shri is that almost that, it's like the vibration of honoring, a great honoring, and it represents the radiance of the sun. It represents the radiance of the golden aura, and it also just represents this very reverent endearment and upliftment of whoever you're chanting to. So a lot of times, like for very formal teachers, very revered teachers will say Shri, Shri Yukteswar, Shri Ravi Shankar, and on and on and on. So Shri is just one of those beautiful mantras and vibrations that invokes that quality of reverence and deep appreciation. So Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. And then we'll do Om Gam Gana Pataye Namaha. That's the seed essence of Ganesha. Om Gam Gana Pataye Namaha. And Namaha, again, I hold reverence to Ganapati, the one of his names for all the things that we're talking about, the enjoyment of life, the complete enjoyment of life, the absolute yes, the remover of karma and obstacles that get us to that absolute yes, thriving life. Okay? So, without further ado, let's chant to Ganesh. Jai Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha, Shri Ganesha, Jai Ganesha. All right. Ganesha. Let us know how it's sounding on your guys' end and how it's looking and feeling, and put it in the comments. If it's just awesome, you could put Jai Ganesha. And if there's anything that you would like to, that could maybe make some adjustments, maybe just put that in the comments. And we'll keep fine tuning. So the live streaming is always a journey to see how it all comes out, and we're excited to be here with you all. And from wherever you are in the world, maybe you put also in the comments where you're coming from, or where you're watching from, and love to hear that too. All right, I'll just check everything's going good over here. Yeah, looks like great. All right. Okay, next one. This is a new, really almost one of the newest chants that's come through, and it's a really well-known chant to Ram, particularly Sita and Ram, but particularly Ram, and it's a very endearing chant as him as kind of this royal embodiment of the masculine in the most virtuous sense, the very noble king, and particular. Mahatma Gandhi really loved this chant, and it became very famous in India. And so I am going to do a little version of it here. So the chant itself is a little bit longer and harder to do, but you can always chant Sita Ram with me, the embodiments of the divine feminine and masculine. Sita being that connection to the earth, and also the virtuous divine mother, and queen aspect, the queen archetype, the noble queen, and Ram, the noble king, and then also Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Okay, so just tuning into that very virtuous, noble aspect of your own divine masculine and feminine qualities, your king and queenly nature, and we'll sing to that. Okay. Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram Raghupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sita 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 Ram. Jai Sita Ram. So this next one is to Shiva. And it's a really beautiful chant. It's going to be quite simple for you. And we're just going to repeat it quite a bit. And it's just Chit. Chit means consciousness. Ananda means bliss. Rupa means the form or the beauty. And then Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham. Shivoham, I'm one with Shiva. So what does this mean? Well, it's like tuning into that I'm one, that my consciousness is this beautiful and blissful experience. That when I'm really tuning into divine consciousness, the experience is so blissful. It's so beautiful. It's divine, right? And so we invoke this mantra to just keep directing our minds and our hearts in that direction. That consciousness is supremely blissful and it's supremely beautiful. Think of all the beauty in this world that we can see through manifested. But then there's also the unmanifested beauty, the ecstasy of going inward, the ecstasy of the all-pervasive, which really, in many sense, that's what Shiva is all about, the all-pervasive, that which is even beyond form, because he represents a lot of the transformation, the transmutation, the generation, but back to source, back to consciousness. And when we're there, what happens? You know, the people who say they have near-death experiences, oh my God, the light, you know, oh my God, it was so beautiful. Oh my God, the experience is so euphoric. The experience of the divine, the experience of God is so transcendentally beautiful. It's so blissful. It's hard to come back a lot of times. But they usually the stories they give the option, and then they decide to come back with a whole new sense of purpose, right? A whole new sense of why they're even experiencing their human life. So with that said, Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Okay? Let's try it out. Can you turn my guitar up, John? Thank you. All right, here we go. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham. Shivoham, Shivoham, Om Namah Shivaya. So, we have Shiva. He often is depicted meditating deeply, transcendentally fixed on the supreme consciousness, blissed out. But then sometimes he gets excited and he gets activated and he dances with Shakti. And this is typically in the form of Kali and Durga, Parvati. They all kind of morph. And Kali is seen to be the one who is the slayer of ego. Shiva too, the destroyer of the illusion, ultimately, that we are continually realizing where we've created falseness, ignorance, misunderstanding. And then we've created a whole identity around that, of who we think we are, of what we think other people should be like, what they should be doing, what we should be doing, and on and on and on. And Shiva and Kali laugh. They laugh, cackling, because they ultimately know the deepest truth. And the deepest truth is that all is love. All is welcome here. Everybody has free reign here. Everybody has their own journey in all the ways that they're learning and growing. And this particular chant, the next one, is to Kali and Durga. And Durga represents that, the courage to face our fears, to be in our sovereignty, and to be in our truth, and to face every challenge that comes our way, knowing we'll be victorious, knowing that love always wins. The light always wins. But that doesn't mean it doesn't take a long time. It can take a long time. But time is infinite. And Kali is the devourer of time. So she represents that there's as much time as it's going to take for us to learn our lessons. And at the same time, she's also known as the fierce mother of compassion. And that fierce mother of compassion just slays away the ego, slays away the falseness. So if there's any of that that's resonating for you right now, that needs to get just slayed away, or that you need to face something really strong in your life, you call upon Durga, you call upon Kali for the transformation, for the courage, for the strength. You call upon the Divine Mother in her fierce forms, Durga, Kali, all their weapons, right? The weapons representing that slicing away of illusion. The fighting of asura, and asuras are not, they translate in English loosely as a demon, but really asura is that which, sura means that which is in, sura means in tune, and asura is the opposite, so it's out of tune. It's all that's out of tune. It's all that's out of alignment, and that's the battle that we have going on all the time within us. That which is in alignment, that's what's not in alignment. And so here we are. Let's call it in. We're going to use the mantras to align ourselves to our truth, align ourselves to the light, to our deepest knowing of what we know is true to be. Jai Kali, Jai Durga. Okay, so Kali, Durga. Durga is another name for Durga. It's just a little variation. Kali Durga, Namo Namah. Kali Ma, Durga Ma, Divine Mother. Okay? Jai Ma, Jai Ma, praise the mother. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Grateful you're all taking the journey here with me. Hope it's sounding good and looking good. Feel free to add any comments. Let us know how it's sounding, how you're feeling. I can't actually see the comments, so maybe, John, you can relay a little bit. Can hear what people are saying. Yeah, just a couple comments.
My practice is Kundalini, and I enjoy the mantras and kirtan connect us to the divine.
Nice. St. Louis, all right. Great. Okay, let's do another one to Sita and Ram. Great. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Hare, it's like praise Ram, praise Sita. Hare Ram, Sita Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sita Ram. We've done this before. Here we go. Now you're seasoned chanters. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram Ram. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Sita Ram, Ram The next chant we do is to Hanuman. And I haven't been giving too much physical descriptions, but this is Hanuman as the monkey god. And what does that even mean, right? Hanuman is said to be the great servant and devotee of Sita Ram. So that's so interesting. You have the monkey who is the servant of the virtuous king and queen. Now, the interesting thing is Hanuman is said to be a reincarnation of Shiva. So he's a very powerful monkey. And in this case, he has all these divine qualities. In fact, he's kind of like the original Superman before the Superman, because this is like 6,000 years ago, these stories coming through, right? And he can fly, and he can shrink, and he can expand, and he has superhuman strength, can lift mountains, and all these stories out of the Ramayana, the great classic that's, again, 6,000 years ago. Now, I often say, how do these stories last for 6,000 years? We don't even have a concept of that in the West. 6,000 years. So there's a reason for it. And the reason is that it's timeless wisdom. So the deities are archetypes. Their deities are aspects that teach us what is taking place for us on the human journey. And Hanuman represents that aspect of ourselves, that remembering who we are. Because as the story goes, he first was born with all these superpowers, and he's causing mischief as a young monkey. All sorts of problems. He's trying to, he's too strong for his own good. He can fly around. He can do all sorts of stuff. In fact, the worst part the story was when he's going to fly, and he sees the mango, and he sees the sun, and he thinks it's a mango. And so he wants to just fly and eat the sun. And of course, then the other gods are like, we got a problem. We got a problem. He eats the sun. There's no more earth, right? So they stop him by, particularly, there's the god of thunder and lightning, Indra, and he throws a thunderbolt and just smacks him right in the jaw. And he falls to the earth and he dies. Well, the thing is, the story that Hanuman is the son of the wind, Vayu. And when Vayu finds out that his son is dead, he starts creating all sorts of havoc. And in this havoc, they're like, oh, great, now we've made the wind god all upset. Okay, so let's go quell him. Okay, let's just talk with him. And as the story goes, they say, okay, what can we do to make amends? And so we'll bring Hanuman back to life. Okay, and this is Indra and Vayu talking. And okay, but I'll bring him back to life, but under the condition that he doesn't remember his superpowers unless he's serving the divine. And so what ends up happening through the whole Ramayana is this story of him slowly but surely remembering his superpowers as he's in service, particularly when he finds Ram. He comes across Ram, and they're on the mission to go rescue Sita. And there's a little too many details here for now, but the whole concept is that he's remembering who he is. And that plays out into our story of remembering who we are and all our gifts that we are innately born with. How many of you were born with certain gifts that, you found things to be easy and that you were easily could develop things? I found that to be true with flutes and many other things, music in general. So from the yogic perspective, this is nothing new. We trained ourselves, and this is coming through from lifetime after lifetime. And so here we are remembering who we are. We're remembering our superhero. But in the end, if we have all these superpowers, then the question is, what do we do with the superpowers? And if we use our superpowers for unconscious behavior, then we get scolded by Kali. But if we use it in a virtuous manner, then we're blessed up and we open our hearts even more. And then Hanuman, the great depiction of him, is opening up his heart, and in his heart is Sita and Ram. So in the heart of our hearts is this virtuous masculine and feminine that we're cultivating, that we're remembering, that we're devoted to. And so this was the story. And so I'm about to segue into what's called the Hanuman Chalisa, and it's 40 verses to Hanuman. Some of it is paraphrasing the stories that happened in the Ramayana, and then others are just attributes of Hanuman: courageous, fearless, devoted, sincere, authentic, just willing to move mountains for devotion. So if this is at all resonating for you, just sing along. You could also look up the Hanuman Chalisa and you could sing along with me. And let's take the journey. Shri Guru Charana Saroja Raja Nija Manu Mukuru Sudari Varana Raghubara Bimala Jasu Jodaya Kubalachari Buddhina Tanu Janike Sumiram Pavana Kumara Labudhi vidya dehu mohin harau kale savikar Bajilo ji Hanuman Bajilo ji Hanuman Bajilo ji Hanuman Bajilo ji Hanuman Jaya Hanumana Jnana Guna Sagara Jaya Kapishati Loka Ujaga Ramaduta Tulita Valadam Anjani Putra Pavana Sutanam Mahavira Vikram Bajarangi Kumati Nivara Sumati Kesangi Kanchana Varana Viraja Subesa Kanana Kundala Kunjita Kesa Atabaja Uradwaja Viraji Kande Munja Jane Usaji Shankara Suvana Kesare Nandana Teja Pratapa Mahajagabanda Vidyavana Guni Ati Chatur Ramakaja Karibeko Atur Prabhu Charitra Sunibeko Rasiya Ramalakana Sita Manavasiya Sukshma Rupa Dharisiya Indika Mikata Rupa Dhari Lanka Jala Bhima Rupa Dhari Asura Sandhari Ramachandra Ke Kaj Sambhari Laya Sajivana Lakana Jiyai Shri Raghubira Hara Shiura Lai Raghupati Ki Nibauta Badahi Tuma Mama Priya Bharata Hi Samabahi Sahasa Bandhana Tuma Roja Sagawe Asakahi Shri Pati Kanta Lagawe Sanakadika Brahmadi Munisa Narada Sharada Sahita Hisa Yama Kubera Digapala Jahanti Kabi Kubida Kaisa Ke Kahanti Tuma Upakara Sugriva Inkina Rama Milaya Raja Padadina Tumaro Mantra Vivishana Man Lankeshwara Bhaya Sabha Jagajana Yuga Sahasra Yojana Paravan Ilyotahi Madhura Palavan Prabhu Mudrika Meli Mukamahi Chaladi Langi Gaya Charajanahi Durgama Kaja Jagat Ke Jete Sugama Nugraha Tumare Tete Rama Duare Tumara Kaware Hotana Agya Bin Pesare Sabha Sukha Lahe Tumare Sharana Tumarakshaka Kaho Kodharana Appana Tejas Maro Ape Tinum Loka Hankate Kampe Utta Pisachani Katanai Nawe Mahavira Javanama Sunawe Nase Roga Hare Sabapir Chapata Nirantara Hanumata Vir Sankatate Hanumana Churawe Manakrama Bachana Dhyana Cholawe Sabapara Rama Tapasvi Raja Dina Ke Kaja Sakala Tumasaj और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोए अमित जीवन बल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारे हे परसिद्ध जगत उजियार, साधु संत के तुम रखवार, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारी, अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता, सवर दीन जानकी मात, ब्रह्म रसायन तुम्हारे पास, सदा रहो रघुपति के दास, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे, अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाहि, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाय, और देवता चेतन धरहि, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करहि, संकट कटे मिटे सब पीर, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीर, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा कराहु गुरुदेव की नाहि, जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई, जुतहि बंदी महा सुख होय, जो यह पारे हनुमान चालीसा, होइए सिद्धि सखी गौरीसा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, कीजे नाथ हृदय महांधेरा, महापवन तनय संकटारना, मंगलमूर्ति रूप, रमलखन सीता सहित, हृदय वसहु सुरभूप, मंगलमूर्ति मारुतनंदन, सकल मंगल मूल निकंदन, मंगलमूर्ति मारुतनंदन, सकल मंगल मूल निकंदन, श्री राम जय जय राम, 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 सीताराम 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 सीताराम, जय 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 हनुमान, 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 जय बजरंगी 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 जय हनुमान, ki jai. Om Shri Ram ki jai. Om Bolo Satguru Bhagavan ki jai. All right, I got 2 more songs. You guys in for it? 2 more? Thanks for being here on a Wednesday night, wherever you are, sitting, dancing, praying, wherever you are, at your altar, driving, I don't know where you are. But thanks for being here with me. Thanks for chanting along. We're going to move into the realms again of Shiva. Hara Hara Mahadeva. Hara Hara is the uplifting. It's like the elevation of consciousness to Mahadev, the great divine aspect of our own being. Hara Hara Mahadev. It's also a great chant to Shiva. So often when I was along the Ganges, these days there's all this rafting, people rafting, all these Indians rafting the Ganga. And I was in Rishikesh and just watching all the people, and it's so fascinating, right? To see these big rafts and all just Indian people, all one after the next, just like a freeway of rafting. And they're having a great time. It's a really profound and beautiful thing. Also, for some, it's kind of blasphemous, but here we are in the modern day. And one of the things that they often chant from the rafts are Hara Hara Mahadeva. So we're going to go into that elevation of your divine consciousness. Om Namah Shivaya. I bow to that aspect of Shiva, that supreme consciousness of illumination, of oneness. Shiva means auspicious. I bow to the auspiciousness of all that is. And then, Hey Shiva Shankara. Hey Maheshwara. Maheshwara means the great divine. Shiva, auspicious. Shankara is the bestower of happiness. So, and also the liberator, right? We're liberating ourselves from all. There's only one thing that's keeping us suffering, and that's ourselves. That's our minds, our egos. And so we chant this to liberate ourselves from whatever suffering that you may be experiencing, right? There's always more and more layers to it. And then you get more and more into the clarity of being, and then you get into the Ananda. You get into the bliss of being. Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham, Shivoham. I go back there. But not for this chant. Okay, here we go. We're going to go on a journey, okay? Shiva Shankara, Hey Maheshwara, Hey 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 Shiva Shankara. Shankara, Hey Maheshwara, Hey Shiva Shankara, Hey Maheshwara, Hey Shiva Shankara, Hey Maheshwara. Hara Hara Mahadev, Hara Hara Mahadev. Hey Shiva Shankara, Hey Maheshwara, Hey Shiva Shankara, Hey Maheshwara, Hey Shiva Shankara, Hey Maheshwara. So we've reached our last song. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me, and we'll close this with a chant to Krishna. It's a really sweet lullaby to Krishna. So just take the little lullaby journey. Don't worry too much about the words. Just receive. Shiva Madhava Dinadaya Keshava Madhava Dinadaya Keshava Madhava Dinadaya Keshava Madhava Dinadaya. Krishna. Krishna's lullaby. You know, Krishna is said to be the embodiment of the sweetness of the divine, the all-attractive. And when we get down to the core of cores, you know, we're all looking for love. And in that love, there's a supreme sweetness, right? When we really feel that deepest essence of love, whether that's in belovedship or parenting a child to a parent, best friends, cultivating a garden, I don't know, going to beautiful places on Mother Earth. And when you're in that supreme beauty of the experience, there's this just essence of sweetness that just fills your heart and soul. And that's what Krishna said to embody. That supreme sweetness. And so that chant is a journey of that sweetness. It's a taste of the sweetness. And the beautiful thing about this tradition, they say that bhakti is like it's like a flavoring, right? It's like you get a taste of it. And then, you know, if you're inclined towards it, then you want more. You want more of that sweetness. And a lot of times we don't know what it is at first. We just feel good. Maybe it makes us feel good and we're lighter. And then as we learn more about it, we realize we're just invoking all these beautiful qualities of the divine into our whole being. And then we go, what just happened? And if you know, then you know what happened. So I hope that we all, or many of us, went to that place here this evening, to the essence of bhakti. They call it bhav, the madhu bhav, madhurya rasa. It's the great mood, the devotion of sweetness. So we took this whole journey and we ended on Krishna, the sweetness of Krishna. And I hope that this just lands in your heart and that this just ripples out into your life in so many beautiful ways. And that you continue to share the sweetness with yourself, first and foremost, and with every being that you can come encounter with. Send it out to all beings. And that's what we do here. We bring our palms together and we chant for all beings. So we chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. It means may all beings in all dimensions be joyous. So let's do that together. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat. Well, there you have it. That's the whole album coming out soon. So I really hope you enjoyed this. If you stick around for the whole thing, or if you caught parts of it, or if you're catching the replay, hope you enjoy it. Play it over and over and over again, however many times you want. And again, thank you so much for all the people who've already contributed. I'm trying to raise $20,000 for this one and another Kundalini mantra album, and we're well on our way. I think I'm over $6,000 now, and so grateful for all the contributions. So grateful. I also wanted to say a special gratitude to John for helping out here and filming this and doing the audio. He's behind the scenes, and to definitely check out his beautiful network that you can see as part of this YouTube video. And to watch more of these videos, because he's creating a whole online platform for this and to bring more light, more consciousness into the world. And it's so beautiful. And the last thing I'd also like to share is I want to do a percentage of this donation tonight to all the people who have been displaced and who have been affected by the fires in Maui. I've been going to Maui every year since 2011. I think I just missed 1 year in that whole time, and it's a very dear place to me, and it is so sad what has happened. Definitely Shiva, Kali had their way there, and transformation is part of life. However, or whyever that took place, I don't even need to go into the details, but what we can do is just help out, and we can just either donate, or we can, go over and serve and help. I have some dear friends just really on the grounds helping out a lot of people who have lost their homes, lost loved ones. So I want to just give a little bit extra for that. So thank you again for any contributions that you have towards this campaign. And of course you can check out other donations towards the Maui. I've been posting quite a bit on my Instagram about the Maui Relief Fund. There's a Venmo for that. And with my friend Joshua is doing amazing work over there, and a bunch of people. So anyways, you can check that out. Yeah, I have some wonderful events coming up. Very last minute, August 29th through September 4th, I'm going to be doing a Bhakti Yoga and Kirtan training. This is the second annual, and there are going to be so many more, but if you're a last minute person and you just want to, you're like, wow, this just like rocked my world, and I want to be chanting so much more, I invite you, come on. We got maybe 1 or 2 spots left, rooms left. Incredible group of people that's going to happen. If you can't make this one, I'm making the official announcement now. January 1st to the 7th is going to be the next one, Chanting in the New Year. So that is very exciting. I'll be sending links out for that. And again, just thank you so much for the ongoing support. Some incredible festivals I'll be at. Still the wrapping up this summer, fall. I'll be at Bhakti Fest, and I'm going to be at the Yoga Kula Fest, a brand new festival in New Hampshire. I'm going to be at Mahabhuta Festival in Florida in November. Got some amazing retreats coming up with Kia Miller in October in Zion. Me and Jaya Lakshmi are doing a retreat in February in Maui. That is going to be the last retreat of that Jaya Lakshmi and I are going to do. So if you are available and you want to come celebrate with us 14 years of doing music and events and just sharing a whole lot of love together, and care and compassion and creativity and devotion. So last one that for the foreseeable future. So that's going to be February, I think it's 3rd through the 8th. On Maui, and it's going to be on the Kihei side, so it didn't get burned down anyway. So yeah, that's in February. And in India, in end of February and March, I'm going to be supporting Kia Miller for some incredibly deep dives. One's a Sri Shuktam practice. It's all about devotion to Lakshmi and the Sri Yantra, and learning all about these practices of deep self-love and the love of the divine and the abundance, the prosperity of all that is, and connection with the goddesses. So that's happening, and then Bhagavad Gita course that's called Self Mastery. So those are all on my site anandadas.info. You can see all the links for all those things. And maybe last but not least, a lot of plugs, but just bear with me. I have a whole lot of courses online. One's called Free Your Voice and the Kirtan Fundamentals, Embodiment of the Divine. So if this is something that's calling to you, you can't come to the events or whatever, you can always go on to my Modern Bhakti Yoga Academy, and you can go to the courses, check out what I have there. It's literally $5 a week. $20 a month gets you a membership to my my online platform, and you can just take yoga classes, you can do voice classes, you can learn how to play kirtan. I mean, it's all up there. I'd love for you to check it out. So that's the Modern Bhakti Yoga Academy. All right, so that's a lot. So take that in and check it out. All that on the anandadas.info. You can probably see the little link below, and stay in touch. So excited to get this music to you guys. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you for the contributions, and we'll be in touch. Namaste.